The year was 2004. Mark Zuckerberg had launched his new website, the Facebook. The Olympics were held in its spiritual home of Athens, Greece, and a developer from Southam, England had released what would be the latest installment of an official titled IndyCar game, IndyCar's Series 2005. Codemasters, the team now popularly known for their work on developing the new F1 games, had spent the last few years working on a game that would captivate IndyCar racing like no other game has to this date. Why is this so? Stick around and I'll show you why. If you have any questions about this game afterward, I'd be happy to answer them in the comment section below. As we launch into the game, we get this epic rock and roll montage of the 2003 IndyCar season. Now everybody talking shit, and this life is what you make it. No. We can go ahead and skip that, and there we'll end up on the main menu, IndyCar Series 2005, full of activities for you to try. Although literally being labeled 2005, the game came out in 2004 and is based on the 2003 Cars, Drivers, and Racetracks. Being as old as it is, the graphics are in no way impressive, but the gameplay makes up for that in more ways than one. There are two different chassis in the game, the Dallara and the Panos G-Force. Each car has different aero configurations for both super speedway and short ovals, much like today's IndyCars. Though I have yet to find if there is any noticeable handling differences between the Panos and the Dallara. When you get behind the wheel, you will meet more than just the basic throttle, brake, left, right that you would expect of a game of this time. There is two unique additions to how you can affect your car's performance. First of all, you are met with a fuel mode selector, changing between 7 possible fuel trims in order to save fuel or increase the speed of your car. Next, you have a weight jacker. With this, you have the ability to shift weight across the car to either reduce understeer or reduce oversteer. The car's handling will change during the course of a race run. The car gets lighter from fuel usage and the tires are worn down from the extreme forces being sent through them. Just like in real life, tracks differentiate from one another. So does the way you approach it by your driving style and by the way you set up the car. Lucky for you, there is 8 main different areas you can adjust on your IndyCar. Tire pressures, springs, dampers, ride height, gears, camber, toe-in, and wing angles. There's also a small list of adjustments you can make on your way into the pits for a pit stop. It may be daunting looking at the list of adjustments on the car setup and all the various tools you have to use during a race weekend, but there's 2 ways you can go about it. Number 1, play on easy mode and not worry about them at all, or join Dan Weldon in the Masterclass mode. Masterclass is exactly what the title says. It's a class to help you master all the skills you need to be a champion just like Dan. Dan gives you a step-by-step guide to how to get the most out of your car and your driving ability. He voices over very in-depth step-by-step tutorials of the do's and don'ts of open wheel racing. Then allows you to test yourself to see if you have acquired the skill that he just taught you. The rest of the game modes are pretty much self-explanatory. In Quick Race, you can select whatever car/track and the preferences you would like to race at, with no strings attached. IndyCar Series, however, takes you on a quest through the 2003 Indy Racing League season. Practice, qualify, and race at various shapes and sizes of tracks on your way to the finale at Texas Motor Speedway. the Indianapolis 500. The biggest race in open wheel racing has its special spot in both the season mode and in a standalone event. Fight your way into the field and experience the anguish and the relief of bump day as you attempt to make the fastest 33. Then battle it out against the world's best to become an Indy 500 champion. I'll never forget when I was qualifying for the Indy 500 in my first season playthrough, and lo and behold, my closest competitor in the championship, Scott Dixon, gets bumped, does not qualify for the Indianapolis 500. There's a few more features to this game, like the trading card collection, the helmet customization, a few other tweaks and tricks here and there. Oh, and how can I not forget this insane damage model. Not to poke any fun, but this is probably more detailed than you see in a new NASCAR Heat game. The game is made for the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox. A lot of people don't know this, but for a few and select games on the Xbox 360, including IndyCar Series 2005, Backwards-Compatibility is available. You can check on a Wikipedia page for the long list of games including IndyCar Series 2005. This game is also playable on, I believe it's the first version of the PlayStation 3, which has backwards compatibility for almost every game on the PS2. But before you go ahead and get the game or get a PS3, you probably want to check beforehand if it actually has that feature. I got the game for about $4 or so on Amazon, used and in the case. I think brand new they're $45, which is not necessary unless you want it as a collector item. But you could probably find it around $4-10, not that much. But if this video gets popular for some reason or the next, you probably want to order it before it gets rare, if that's a word, before it gets more rare than it already is. If you like this video, please leave a like on it. I spent a lot of time trying to re-record this audio over and over again. It's been something I wanted to make a long time ago. If you enjoy it, leave a like once again. Hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Share it with a friend. Share it on Reddit. Share it to all your IndyCar friends, open wheel racing friends. This is Drayden from DK Media, and I'll see you inside the next video.